physician assistant here at the Center for New Medicine. I have been doing aesthetic medicine and integrated medicine here for the last 8 years, and have been a PA total for the last 15 years doing both. So I've been able to watch the field of medicine grow and change over the years. So I wanted to share this beautiful sunset with you since the 1-year anniversary of us moving into a real house is coming up next week. So this is our view, and it's just nice to just sit there in your backyard every so often and enjoy a beautiful sunset. So this is a live event, and so if you would like to get notices, just press subscribe on your Facebook page. Is that right?
They can hit subscribe now and be notified of live events.
So tonight I'm going to be talking about most of the procedures that we are doing here in this office. As with previous years, the special prices are only going to be available tonight for purchase, and the items that you purchase will not expire. These are the best prices of the year by far, so hopefully you'll be able to take advantage of it if you can. I also want to introduce Gita. Where's Gita?
She just walked around.
Gita, you might know her as the girl at checkout, but she is also a very, very talented esthetician who does wonderful facials and also does L-therapy, which we will be talking about during this lecture. Okay.
Hi, everybody. So we had a few new things that was added to tonight's lecture that is we don't have a picture of. So first of all, we're introducing our new system. It's a Hydro Impact. So he's going to be here shortly to talk about it. It's a oxygenated facial that is very effective for many things. So he'll be giving you more details. And also, doll therapy, we have our rep also. He's going to talk about in details, and Brandi will go ahead and go over all the different injectables and everything that we do here. So I'm here if you have any questions about the facials, the new Hydro Impact machine that we have, and also doll therapy. So Brandi will take over.
And the Eminence products.
Absolutely.
She knows a lot about them.
Yes. Yeah, we have both reps back there. If you have any questions, any detailed information you need, they're here to answer the questions.
So hopefully everybody got a raffle ticket. Did everybody get a raffle ticket? Okay, so you didn't get a raffle ticket. Okay, we'll get her a raffle ticket. So at the end of the night, we're going to be raffling off a few things. One is the Eminence Basket, which is our organic line of skin products, which we have out at the product desk. Eminence has products anywhere from acne to anti-aging, so it's good for pretty much all ages and skin types. We have a couple infrared gift certificates for the sauna up for auction as well, or up for raffle. So it's the best way to detox is through your skin. And then we have a couple of nano baths available for auction, which will help to detox and oxygenate your cells and help to rejuvenate your skin and give you more energy, help with cell rejuvenation, and a few $50 gift certificates also up for raffle, good for any procedure at the laser center. So good luck. Hope you win. And so now without further ado, we will begin our lecture with Claro Therapy. So, Clara Therapy is a procedure in which red and green veins are injected with a detergent-like substance which acts to irritate and subsequently collapse veins. 2 to 3 treatments are often required for complete resolution of the veins. It's used for the treatment of spider veins and varicose veins. And usually in this clinic, we either will use ethoxysclerol or sofidecol. So first, we locate the green veins under a special red light. These are called the feeder veins because they provide the blood to the superficial spider veins. And after we inject the green veins, we will locate the spider veins and collapse those as well. So as far as the procedure goes, we recommend numbing for a half an hour prior to the start of the injections. and then we inject small insulin-sized needles to target the veins. This procedure is relatively painless. It does not cause a lot of pain. And it ranges between a half an hour to an hour, depending on the amount of veins that one has. So we recommend that you wear support hose for the first 24 hours. So this is a good time to do it since you're going into the fall. And then you want to wear it every day for the next 2 weeks until your follow-up appointment. So we recommend very highly, and this is a very important step, probably the most important step, is that you walk a half an hour every day until your follow-up appointment in 2 weeks, because that helps to kind of just get the blood out of the veins that we've tried to collapse. So let's see. At the 2-week follow-up, we will basically inject the veins and extract the trapped blood, and it aids in the healing process. So basically, 1 week after we do this, your veins look very good. Okay. So this is a before and after picture of some spider veins that were injected. Next, we'll talk about radius.
Can we get to ask a question?
Yeah.
Is there any contraindication? Is there any problem with taking out veins or collapsing veins?
Well, if you have big veins, we usually want to ultrasound them first. We have our ultrasound tech here who can do that, just to make sure that there's not really any blood already sitting there, that it's going to be safe to do it. But for the spider veins, there's not really a lot of contraindications. Just if you have a bleeding disorder, you probably don't want to do that, or some kind of autoimmune condition. But other than that.
So does it seem better for spider veins than it does for, like, what do you call those, varicose veins?
It works for both. But yeah, if you have varicose veins, if they're too big, we'll look at them. If they're too big, we can't. We usually tell you, that's a surgical kind of procedure, and they need to be surgically taken out.
And there's no bad part about taking out a vein?
No, I mean, we don't take out the major ones, but yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, just for the superficial red ones, and the ones that are feeding the superficial red veins, there's no issues. Sometimes there's risks involved, and we can always discuss those. But sometimes there's always a risk that you might get more veins, after we inject it. So that is one of the risks that is in the consent.
Why would that happen? More veins?
I don't know. Sometimes your body just makes veins. So this is a maintenance kind of thing. So we do a couple rounds of the treatment, and then they go away. But you walk, you sit, you're crossing your legs, you do other things, and they can. There you go.
Legs.
I am crossed. Thanks, Brandi.
So yeah, so it's always, everything that we do is always kind of maintenance. You do it for anti-aging. You want to keep up with it. So if your major problem is veins, then you want to come in, maybe do a couple treatments, and then come in every 1.5 to 2 years and get them re-injected. Whatever then comes up, because they're usually going to be new veins. Usually once we collapse, those are done. But sometimes you need a couple treatments, and sometimes new ones will come up. Okay, so radius is a dermal filler that is indicated to correct volume loss and to smooth out moderate to severe wrinkles. So it's the first dermal filler that is FDA approved to use outside of the face and for the back of the hands.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Radius is comprised of calcium hydroxyapatite microspheres suspended in an aqueous gel carrier. So calcium hydroxyapatite is found in our bones. So it's the calcium that's found in our bones, so it's very natural. Once injected, radius provides immediate volume and correction, but continues to work by stimulating the body to produce its own natural collagen. Over time, the gel is absorbed and the body metabolizes the calcium hydroxy microspheres, leaving behind only your own natural collagen. So the process of aging, as we age, we experience a loss of collagen, elastin, skin tissue, fat, volume, and bone. And then the effects are that you get these etched in lines and folds, wrinkles and folds and sagging and looseness, just your skin starts to fall.
Don't remind me.
But we have ways to correct them.
I thank you.
Including radius. So this is one of our clients who had radius done, her before picture and her after picture, and this is where we put the radius. So we basically put it in her cheeks and a little bit in where the Morinoue lines are starting to form. And so you see a nice lift and just more useful appearance. So these are, hands, as you know, are a big indicator of aging. And as you age, you start to lose fat, which makes the tendons and the veins more visible. So this is an example of somebody who had radius in their hands. They have moderate loss, so you can see the veins and the tendons, the fats beginning to be lost. And then as we after we inject, everything looks a lot more improved. So this is one of our clients. Our before and after pictures, you can always tell because they're not the best. We try, but so you can see the veins and tendons and a lot of the tissue loss and post injection. She actually came in on this treatment. Maybe it's been like a year later for another round. So obviously it has lasted her a year or so. So this is somebody who's a little bit younger who has less loss. So you can see still some effect. So radius provides immediate volume correction. It stimulates the production of your own natural collagen, and you get smooth, natural-looking results. May last up to a year in many patients, and it's just one quick office treatment. So Xeomin and Botox. So Xeomin and Botox are both similar. They're similar products to each other. Xeomin was first approved in Europe in 2005, and it's now available in 20 countries worldwide at least. It's used in nearly 500,000 patients worldwide, and it's been FDA approved for the treatments of adults with moderate to severe glabellar lines, which are the frown lines, and based on 2 clinical trials. So this is a head-to-head study of Botox with the Xeomin. You can see that the effectiveness is very similar. Botox is in pink, Xeomin's in blue. And the effectiveness is very similar, and they both last about the same amount of time. So how does Xeomin Botox work? Over time, as your skin ages and loses some of its elasticity, repeated facial expressions can cause persistent glabellar frown lines. And the frown lines form when a facial expression is made repeatedly as the muscle under the skin contracts. Reducing the use of facial muscles with Xeomin and Botox can help smooth the appearance of these lines. And that also helps to kind of lift the eyebrows and give you a more youthful appearance. So we can also use these products for wrinkles around the eyes, the nose, the lips, the forehead, and the chin wrinkles. And they've also been used to lessen wrinkles on the neck, the platysmal bands and the horizontal wrinkles around your neck, as well as the décolleté, which is the wrinkles around your chest. So we're going to move on to hyaluronic acid fillers. So we call these HA fillers. Hyaluronic acid is naturally found in our joint fluid, so it's also a completely natural product. We don't need to do allergy testing. And these include Belotero, Restylane, Restylane Lift, which was formerly known as Perlane, and Restylane Silk. And then we also have Juvederm and Voluma. So Belotero Balance is a prescription injection that is approved to temporarily smooth out and fill in moderate to severe etched in lines on your face. Upon injection, it quickly and evenly integrates into your skin. While it may be injected into the nasolabial folds, which are the folds that go from the side of your nose to the corner of your mouth, it'll work better for the actual lines on your face. So this is one of our clients who had the Bellatero in her lips and on the side of her face, and the lines are pretty significant. So as what we do is we just kind of go around and just inject the individual wrinkles. And these are her before pictures. Those are her after pictures, and you can tell everything is just kind of plumped up, and the wrinkles are much less.
Can you ever get all of those taken care of on her?
We probably could get a lot of it taken care of if she kept coming back.
Yes.
So hopefully she will be back soon, and we can do more. But yeah, it's pretty amazing for the actual lines. It's one of the only things that works for just lines.
How long is that?
It lasts about 6 to 9 months. You get one, and then you're gonna get another one in about 6 months, and it kind of builds upon each other. So you get it, and then you get it again, and then it'll last. It usually does start lasting longer. You start building your own collagen. They say you don't, but you do, in my experience. So Bellatero Balance is creating using the proprietary cohesive polydensitide matrix process. It produces a flexible gel, and it blends into the skin, to the natural structure of your skin. It gently fills in the stubborn extra lines and wrinkles, and it will create the Tyndall effect, which is that gray silver tint under the skin that certain products, if injected too superficially, will produce. So basically, Bellatero works by, this is our wrinkle here. We kind of just go along the wrinkle and just inject it and kind of fill it in, and it kind of just leaves you with a nice smoother appearance. Moving on to Juvederm. Juvederm is an injectable gel for the injection into areas of facial tissue where moderate to severe wrinkles and folds occur to temporarily add volume to the skin, especially around the nose and the mouth. May also used to be to volumize lips. It offers natural looking results for up to a year with optimal treatment, and of course there's no surgery involved. So this is a before and after picture of somebody with a moderate amount of lip wrinkles, and basically you can go we just kind of filled in around the lips and into the lips, and you could just have a more youthful appearance, and the lip wrinkles have significantly lessened. This is just somebody who wanted fuller lips. It just gives you, and it's natural. It looks really natural. So then we have Juvederm Voluma XC, which is basically Voluma, is what we know it as, and it's an injectable gel for deep injection into the cheek area to correct age-related volume loss in adults over the age of 21. It may last up to 2 years. So this is a before and after picture of Voluma injected just in the cheeks. And you can see by just injecting it in the cheeks that, just everything kind of just gets lifted. Nasolated folds are less, and everything is just generally lifted. Restylane is a clear gel formulation of hyaluronic acid that is specifically formulated to act like your body's own naturally produced hyaluronic acid, which again is found in our joint fluids, helping to instantly visibly reduce moderate to severe facial wrinkles and folds and to add fullness to your lips. It may also be injected under the eye, as can Bellatero, kind of off-label, to reduce the appearance of dark circles and bags, and to give extra volume underneath the eye. So with Restylane, the results can be seen instantly. It's a natural appearance, lasts 6 to 9 months. So Sculpture is different. It's not a hyaluronic acid filler. It is actually made from polylactic acid, which helps to replace lost collagen. It corrects shallow to deep facial wrinkles and folds that appear with aging by replacing lost collagen. It lasts 2 to 5 years, but you need to commit in your mind to at least 2 treatments, so you want to have at least 2 to 4 treatments. So polylactic acid is the material that's found in dissolvable suture materials, so there is a very low chance of an allergic reaction with it. We don't need to do any allergy testing with this as well. So each treatment improves just facial wrinkles and kind of lifting by about 30%. So one treatment alone, 30% isn't much of a difference. But when you build the 30% on top of the 30%, that's when you see a significant difference. That's why we want you to at least committing your mind to 2 treatments if you're going to do this.
How often do you come in for your second or third or fourth?
So usually about between 6 and 10 weeks apart. So this is a before and after picture of Sculptra, and this woman had 1 treatment. This is just after 1 treatment. Of course, she's younger, so one treatment is, if you're younger, is going to work a lot better. So you can see just her face is a lot fuller. We kind of put it in the temples, in the cheeks, I think in the nasolabial folds, in the where the marionette lines are forming, and everything just kind of gets lifted. That's where we put it. So this is another client who had about 2 treatments of Sculptra done, and you can just see you have just general facial fullness. Everything kind of just lifted and improved. And this is another before and after picture of somebody that had the Sculptra, which we put in the nasolabial folds, in the cheeks, the temples, and kind of around in the neck area as well, which is off-putting. So that's what we put in. So lasers. So we have a couple different lasers in this office. One is the Ktp Laser, and it helps to reduce brown spots, red pigmentation, and rosacea. Each treatment will improve the skin by 50%. So we say you can keep going with it, so you can get it once a month for 6 times, or you could just do 1 treatment, and you'll get a 50% improvement. You may have brown scabs, like where we targeted the brown spots for 7 to 10 days, but we say that there's no downtime because you can cover everything up with makeup. And there's no peel. First we treat the individual browns and the reds, and then we kind of paint over the whole face to get the spots that are underneath the skin. And then it can be used in conjunction, or the other laser can be used by itself. It's a diode laser, which helps to stimulate collagen and reduce pores with no downtime, and it's very quick.
So you have prices for both of those together on here?
No, we actually just have the price for the
first one.
for the first one. We can always add in the other one, and if you're interested in doing it, we can add it in for an extra $50.
Because they're 2 different treatments.
Yeah. So you can write it in. We'll add it in for an extra $50 if you want to do 2 together.
That sounds good.
So basically, to prepare for the laser facial rejuvenation, we want you to numb for about a half an hour to 45 minutes prior to the procedure. The procedure itself will take 45 minutes to an hour. So you want to allot, probably I would say, realistically, like 2 hours in here. Minimal pain is involved, and virtually any area can be treated with this procedure. So we've treated the face, the neck, the chest, the shoulders, arms, legs, hands, pretty much anywhere it works.
Are those results permanent then on brown spots, red spots?
They kind of are. I mean, if you go out in the sun and you don't take care of your skin, then they're going to come back. So we always say you want to, if after this procedure, if you don't want them to come back, if you wear a hat, you wear sunblock, it won't come back for a couple years. I mean, inevitably we always can't help it and have an exposure to the sun, and the spots will start to come back. So this is a patient who had a lot of reds. So we treated the reds and the uneven skin tones, and post-treatment you can see that it's significantly lessened the red spots and the brown spots and everything.
It doesn't tighten the skin very much.
It's not going to really do it. That's another that's another
thing, can't do it all at once.
And so this is a woman who had brown spots, and just after one treatment, the brown spots are significantly reduced. This laser is not safe in all skin types, but up to skin type 4, which is Hispanic and Asian skin. So we can go up to that, and any kind of Caucasian skin it's perfectly safe. PRP. So PRP is platelet-rich plasma, and it's a therapy that uses the patient's own blood to regenerate damaged tissue. The PRP is rich in growth factor, and we activate it with calcium, vitamin C, and ozone. The growth factor stimulates cell proliferation, which slows down as the skin ages and promotes the growth of collagen and elastin. So we obtain PRP by extracting the blood and centrifuging it into with our special centrifuge machine. And then we extract the clear serum and activate it with the ozone and vitamin C. The stem cells are extracted immediately after the blood is centrifuged in a special machine, and then it's added to the activated PRP. So some of the uses is that we can inject them directly into wrinkles, and we can use a microneedle and inject it into the skin to stimulate collagen and reduce acne or other scarring. So this is our little diagram of what we can do. We basically extract the blood, we put it in our special centrifuge, we take the second layer, which is the platelet-rich plasma, right here, and then along the tube, there's the stem cells, which we extract separately. And we mix that platelet-rich plasma with ozone and vitamin C, and then add in the stem cells, and then we can inject it into really any area of the body. The joints, it works really well in, shoulders, knees, pretty much anywhere that's hurting. It just helps to heal and regenerate the inflammation. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a popular thing right now. Everyone's doing it.
Now, how long does that last?
If you do like 3 treatments, it's permanent. Like it'll heal. It heals the joints. I mean, it significantly reduces pain and swelling and inflammation and everything.
What do you inject it though into the muscle?
We can inject it into the joint. You can inject it in the muscle if you're having pain. You can inject it underneath the knee and the hips.
So does it act like a cortisone shot type of healing? And not that cortisone heals, but I mean it just relieves the pain.
It takes a little bit longer. So with medicine, it works right away. So everyone likes the cortisone shots because it works, but then it wears off in 2 weeks, and this is actually going to heal.
What about for a tear? Any kind of tear that you would have? Would that help?
It'll help with partial tears. If you have like a full thickness tear and the surgeon is saying you need surgery, you probably need surgery. It's worth a try. You can always try it.
Right.
But if they're saying, oh no, this is you have a rotator cuff tear, and it's not going to heal it unless if it's a partial one or a minor tear, it definitely will help.
How many treatments would you have to have for that rotator?
So we suggest that you try 3. And you're going to get some success, but I don't know how much success you're going to get. I don't know if you're going to be 100% better or if it's just going to be 50% better. But
How far
it
apart
works.
are the treatments?
So for the joints,
No, for the face.
for the face.
We're back
So-
up to face again.
so-
Grace
So-
interested in the face.
For the joints, you just do about 2 weeks apart. For the face, we usually microneedle it in. That's like my favorite thing to do. And we usually do about.
She
God's
loves it.
laughing.
Yeah,
Who's had it? It's usually about six weeks apart.
Do you see any?
The treatment's 6 weeks apart.
6 to 8 weeks apart.
Not once a year?
You could do it once a year too. So I have an example of a patient. I'll put it up.
Oh.
Who's had it once a year. So, but if you want, really good immediate results, then you do.
Interface.
Yeah, should have done.
So,
In your face?
I did. I had it done.
how long ago did you do it?
I had it done 2 years ago, and then, I had it done about a year and a half ago, and then probably in June. What is your age?
Yeah.
So it was like a year and a half ago, and then June.
What was the reason you had it done?
Because it stimulates your own collagen. So I want, I want some lifting as it's starting to sag.
Yeah.
And so I just want a little lifting.
Yeah.
How old are you?
52.
So that's all you did though? You just did the
No,
She
I
doesn't
don't.
have any kids though.
Well, that says it all.
And I drink a lot of water. I do a little bit of Botox,
Yeah.
like once a year.
And that's it.
Yeah, once every 6 months.
So did you see the
So how does
difference
that
in,
work?
did it
Do
lift?
that
Oh yeah, I
versus
definitely see the
Juvederm?
difference with Botox. I like that stuff.
Now, how about with the PRP?
Yes, I do see the difference with PRP. It's something that you don't see
Very
immediately, like the filler.
It's like all therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's something you don't
does it,
see immediately. It stimulates your collagen over time.
Okay.
So
So like,
and it
is it like
looks-
90
your
days
face
like
looks
all therapy that you
moisture
really
and
make
buoyant
and then it lasts
no,
like a
it just
year and a half,
pulls
like
up a
all
little.
just pulls
It's
It's
like
like
what?
50s and it's like, oh.
But you have downtime. So there's
With what?
there's downtime with PRP.
Yes.
might
What?
be like-
Do you want me to share?
You can share.
Okay. So the first time I did it, I had downtime of like 5 days,
Why?
but because my face was very red.
Okay.
The second time, I only had downtime of like a day and a half. Yeah.
So it's just gonna depend.
Brandy got better.
Did it hurt? Did it hurt you?
It didn't tickle. The first time I didn't
Nothing
do enough.
feels good that we
The
do.
first time
We
I
just
don't
make
feel
you look
numbing.
better.
No, the first time I didn't do enough numbing, and it was for me painful. But the second time we did a lot of numbing, and it was much better.
Numbing, you mean?
great, you look great.
Yeah, you
You mean you just use numbing cream?
It's called
Brandy?
Oh yeah, I'll take all of it.
Okay, just do numbing cream or did you inject
No,
it?
numbing cream.
Only numbing.
Only numbing cream.
So what she'll do is she can microneedle it, and then she can do a little bit of injection in some other areas.
Which hurts more, that or I mean, which hurts less, that or all therapy?
Neither of
She
them
said it.
feel good.
What?
Neither of them feel good.
So, but you
I
think
mean, I'll take
you
it
think the
then.
PRP you should do like
Beauty
every 6 months? I mean, every 6 weeks, and then that would be a like a stronger.
Yeah, you get a better result if you do it every 6 weeks.
And it would last through the month.
You can also do it.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of, it's downtime. You gotta commit to, you have to commit in your mind to downtime. That's the difference, there's downtime. Whereas with all therapy, there's no downtime. You're not gonna have any downtime.
Or with the other fillers.
That's the other fillers. True. No downtime. Possibly some, so possibly.
Pair it with prolotherapy for joint issues.
So prolotherapy, I mean, it works, prolotherapy works too. So, I mean, we have all of that here. We do prolotherapy, we could do homeopathics for joints, we can do PRP. And they all work. They're all pretty effective. The PRP seems to at this point be the best, honestly.
For joints.
For joints.
For joints.
Versus prolo and cortisone.
Is there a contradiction if you're above a phase 2 in cartilage deterioration?
Well, I mean, you don't want to take your own blood and put it somewhere if you have like Lyme disease or something like that.
Okay.
You don't want to be putting that in, or if you have cancer, you don't want to take your blood and spin it around and put it somewhere else. So there are contraindications. So you don't want to, if you're not healthy as far as your blood goes, you don't want to be doing a PRP.
Okay.
But there's other
Does
options.
it help rebuild the cartilage? Let's say you
It
have
does.
cartilage
It'll help.
damage and
They recommend it for
stage
meniscus
4 where you're bone on bone, is that too far gone?
It's worth a try. I mean, you could try it versus getting a knee replacement. You might as well try it because if the next step would be a knee replacement if you're not. Did you have a question?
Oh, so you can do PRP on the neck as well.
Yeah.
Is that right? So on your sheet here, is the PRP filler considered what you would be doing on the neck, or is it
Yeah, how does it work?
This other 2
Well, like I said, I like to microneedle, so I usually put the microneedling in. And then if we have any extra, we can put it wherever we want to. And the filler's different, so we'll talk about the filler in a little bit. But yeah, it's a little bit different. We can make it an actual filler out of it.
Have you always had the ozone, or did you just add the ozone?
We have not always had the ozone. We've just added the ozone. I don't know when we added the ozone.
I think the
It
first
does-
time I had just the PRP, and then the last time was PRP with a little bit of vitamin C.
Yeah. So now the ozone's causing more swelling too.
Great.
But we're still playing around with it.
Downtown.
Yeah, so there's gonna be swelling in downtown. But I mean, with any of them, with all of it. With any kind of PRP. All right, so PRP will help your body to keep your skin keep your skin healthy. It promotes regeneration to aid in forming collagen and the ability to repair. It will help with wrinkles, dryness, loss of elasticity, and thickness. 3 to 6 treatments are usually recommended for successful results. 1 to 4 days of downtime with redness and swelling initially, and within about 2 to 4 days, your skin will probably peel. And it's safe on any skin type. So these are some before and after pictures of PRP that we injected just into the forehead, just along the wrinkles. This is for acne and acne scarring. So you can see that there's, the skin tone's a lot better. Everything is so much more improved. She had 2 treatments. This is after the second treatment. And this woman would come in every year to do this because it's, because of the downtime. So she would come in once a year to do this, and for all these acne scarring that she had on her face. And this is her picture 4 years later. And she actually looks younger after 4 years than she did 4 years prior, with a more even skin tone. So with PRP, we can make an injectable gel, and we call it platelet pore, from the platelet pore plasma. So in that diagram, the top layer, and it's similar consistency to other fillers and injected in the face. And like I said, I like to microneedle it, so we can microneedle it, and also we can put it into the scalp for hair loss.
And create hair.
Oh, wow. So this is a before and after picture of PRP for hair stimulation. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. Nothing feels good. Botox and Xeomin are fine, those don't hurt, but the rest of it. So this is about 4 to 6 treatments out, 1 month apart. And it works. It's pretty amazing.
Brandi, we have a question.
I just want, the microneedling that you like to do, is it on here? Is that the Dermapen or is that something else? Because I don't see that on the.
Yeah, it's a Dermapen.
It is a Dermapen, okay.
I don't know.
Brandi, what is microneedling?
It's a Dermapen. It's little tiny needles that we kind of roll, like with this little pen.
It hurts less.
Okay.
Like irritating out the skin.
Oh, got it,
It
got it.
basically punches little holes to irritate out the skin.
Got it, okay.
Like Thermage did?
No, Thermage goes underneath the skin. So this is actually on top of the skin. We're needling on top.
I think if you think about it like, it's not like this, but like a little roller with teeny, teeny, tiny little needles that go into your skin, so you're piercing into the skin. But it's not that. Numbing. Numbing really helps. The numbing really helps.
I'm like laying on top of the cherry.
Yeah, no. The first time I thought it was painful. The second time it really wasn't that bad. No.
All right,
Don't worry, they have pain management classes afterwards.
Or meditation. You can practice meditation when you're with me. So, Therapy is the only FDA-cleared non-invasive procedure that lifts and tightens the neck, chin, brow, and improves lines and wrinkles on the chest. So there's no downtime with Therapy. It doesn't affect the top layer of the skin, so we can do it during any time of year, including summer, which most of the other procedures that we do, except for the injectables, we can't do in the summertime. It's safe on all skin types, and it doesn't affect the layer of skin where pigmentation is. So, we can use it on any skin, any type of skin.
Did you say you can't do it in the summer?
The PRP, you don't want to really be doing in the summer. You can't. You have to cover up your face, and then
All
the whole therapy is the only one that we can do during
Oh, got
the
it.
summer. There's no other laser that we have that you can do during the summer.
Oh, really?
So, or that I would suggest doing, unless you're not ever in the sun. So there's a lot of people that are never in the sun, but you know, you go out, you're gonna have to wear a big hat. So all therapy, the length of the procedure depends on the area being treated. So, like for a full face and neck that we're offering tonight for special, which is like the best deal actually on this paper. If anyone was wondering, it's like a really good deal. The treatment's going to be 1.5 to 2 hours. With 1 hour, we recommend an hour of topical numbing beforehand, and then yes, and then we also recommend that you might want to take some Xanax and some Motrin. Xanax is like a muscle
And a bottle of wine after chaser.
I'll have one with you. Okay, and it's so we can split up the procedure and have different areas done at different times.
That's because it's painful, or what?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it goes. So what all therapy does, and Daryl will talk to you more about it, is it goes into the area where the plastic surgeons do the facelift. So it's going pretty deep into the skin to lift the skin, and so it doesn't feel good. It's not like a little ultrasound. That
It's
just
manageable, absolutely.
But it is.
Very manageable.
It is. It is not.
Some areas are more
We've
painful.
gotten better over the years.
That's
So
great.
you know, I mean, if you were one of the first patients like me, you know, I was one of the first ones. It didn't feel good. But I think now, I mean, people are sitting here and they actually sit during the whole time, and it's fine. It's not been that bad. So.
I have a question. You don't have to say anything. Is there anyone here who's done it?
Yes.
All therapy?
Well, these patients actually talk about it tonight.
Oh, good.
So you
Okay,
get a
I'd
bit
love
of
to hear.
There's areas that hurt worse than others.
Raise your hands again.
What's that?
Yeah,
Who's done it again? I have. Okay.
We're gonna have, hopefully, I know one patient will actually talk about the experience and how it feels, and you know, the honest truth is just not coming from us. And then you'll hear about that.
I think if you talk to 10 different people, you get 10 different opinions.
Yeah.
It's just personal.
I think the pain is worth it.
Me
Do you
too.
really feel like you've got the improvement?
Me too.
Yeah.
Which is why
You know, I'm a
I should have put her on the before
queen.
and
I can't
She
handle
is.
pain.
She is.
But you get to
And
take a
she says-
Xanax.
She does really well. She's had everything. She's had her face, neck, chest done, and it's like she's done really well.
So can we do 2 Xanax if we come for a
And you don't drive home. Yeah, you don't drive home.
So
For the people who had it done, were you happy with your results?
What's that?
Okay, just curious.
Yeah, again, we'll have some people talk
Yeah.
actually, so you can
Oh,
ask them
oh,
questions,
okay.
yeah.
Before and after picture, like, oh, wow, yeah.
Yep. See, so this is this my before and after spiel? This is my before and after. So before and after pictures are absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
So you can take your own, and we'll take them as well. I mean, we usually take better ones, so we recommend that you come in after the procedure, and we can take the after pictures after 3 to 6 months. Because you're not going to realize, you don't know what you're looking at yourself every day. You're not going to know what you looked like 3 months ago. You're going to say, oh my gosh, I don't think this made any difference. You know, and so I'm going to have a woman in here, and I'll tell you who it is. I'll tell you, well, which one complained to me, and she's like, I don't think this thing worked. I don't know. You know, I can't tell. Let's look at the before and afters, and we did, and it's amazing. It pretty much works on everybody. So this is her. She told me, I don't think this works. But you can see her eyes are lifted, you know, in the before and after. Eyes are lifted, there's less wrinkles, everything is kind of just generally lifted. You know, and then if you look at, so and this part got cut off a little bit, but if you look at her chin, I mean, it is, you know, it's a lot more lifted. And actually, she didn't come in to see me for like a year. So this is actually a year out, and there's still a lot of them.
Did she have
It's
other
really different
facial
Yeah, 'cause she looks-
bumpers
it's
done?
just like
Wow.
She didn't come back to with me for a year.
How old is
And then she came in, I think, here for Botox. I'm like, let's just, you know, she came for
How old is she?
Oh, no, she's in her 50s.
Oh,
No, I said 28.
The older you get, the younger they are.
Yeah, no, she's in her 50s.
You're right.
Okay, so she's in her 40s, and she had, this is just one treatment, and on that previous patient, it was just one treatment. And you can see, I mean, you can see where there's laxity here. One treatment, eyes, the cheeks, I mean, everything just, I mean, it's really amazing. There's nothing better as far as lifting for
All therapy.
than all therapy.
Does the neck do this? Not so much the jowls or the lower, or does the lower?
So when you do something, if you wanna lift the neck, you have to do your lower face. I mean, because this is, you know, this is where all the sagging comes from. Everything kind of sags from here down. So we gotta lift everything from here up.
Can you do?
You don't have to do your eyes.
Can you do it months and months apart?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You're
Well, didn't you? You did.
Yeah, but I was just wondering, like,
If you did it right.
She did. I should have put her before and after that. She has good ones. She's in my book actually. So this is just upper face. So we just did an eye lift and the wrinkles and the eyes. So you can see. I mean, there's significant improvement in the eyes. And then this is, I think, my last slide, and so she's come in numerous times. I think this might be, I don't know if this is the first or the second all therapy, but she just keeps looking younger and younger. She's like, she looks really good. She looks really good now. I don't know. She's not here.
So does she come in once a year?
She comes in once a year. So she's had 3 now.
Wow.
But I don't have her after up of the third one, but it looks even better than the second one. I mean,
How old is she?
It's amazing. She's in her 50s.
She does.
Yeah. All right. Am I done? Let's see. Yes.
Yay.
All right. So I think I don't know if you have to. Do you want to stop it?